Beverly Hills Cop 2 is about Axel Foley once again going back to Beverly Hills to help out Billy and Taggart on a case called the Alphabet Crimes. Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer, and I'm back doing the sequel. So let's just jump right into my likes and dislikes. So the first thing I gotta say that I really did like about this movie is that it's gotta be the way it starts off. With a jewelry store robbery with our bad guy. You got this 6-foot blonde woman, and she is just damn scary. I gotta be honest, she is, right off the bat, I just want to say that she is the right-hand female in this movie, unlike the right-hand man in the first one. I really do like her a lot in this. I think that she's definitely scary. I definitely will also say that I like her boss in this. He just looks like he's just menacing himself. I feel like it's more about her than him, but yet he is the main bad guy. I do like her. I like the way it starts off with her, a limo driver, a fake limo driver, and then a bunch of other people come into the store right behind them and start robbing them, and of course they time like, you got like 3 minutes or something, we gotta get the hell out of it. Once again, Eddie Murphy, he's good, he's funny, I like his one-liners, I love his action scenes, or at least most of them I'm really actually thrilled with whenever I watch this movie. And now he's not the only one. There's a lot of actually better humor in this one. I feel like a lot more people don't seem as serious, it seems like. I do like that. I mean, even Billy and Taggart, even though that still I feel like they're kind of the butt of the joke here, that they're a little bit more funnier in this one. I definitely do like them a little bit better in this. I definitely like, once again, Axel's boss, which I did call him the chief of police, but he's actually inspector. Once again, I like him. I feel like he's in it a lot more in this one, or at least sprinkled in the movie a lot more than he was in the first one. And then my final like will actually be that, okay, in the first Beverly Hills Cop, there was a really cool car chase at the very beginning. In this one, there's a funny car chase going on where Billy and Axel, Billy has to go find a vehicle, and what does he find but a cement truck to go chase the bad guys, and I just thought that was funny as hell. So on to the dislikes. The first thing I gotta talk about is the alphabet killers, the alphabet crimes. This was such, I know this was 80s, but it was so stupid and so cheesy, even for 1987. I feel like they could have changed their name up or anything. Maybe they could have called themselves like the Time Bandit, because they were timing themselves that they got to get out in like 2 minutes flat or 3 minutes flat or whatever they had to do before the cops showed up. This movie is copy and paste of the first one. And some of the examples I want to bring up, once again, as much as I like them a little bit better, Billy and Taggart. Once again, they may do a little bit more in this movie, but most of the time it's still Axel doing his thing. They're in the vehicle just waiting to see what's going to happen, and then they pretty much will show up during a fist fight or a gunplay. And it's just like, okay, that's what we kind of had in the first one. Then another thing is, as much as I like the villains, they're not in it that much. Once again, I like them a lot better than our villains in the first one, but once again, they're not in it that much. They may be slightly in it % more than they were in the first one. And then another thing I gotta throw out, why did Axel need to go back to Beverly Hills? Well, it actually turned out that another character gets himself killed by one of the bad guys. He's in Detroit, he sees it on the news. The thing was that he has to go there and solve the case of what's going on, that it's all connected with the alphabet killer. Then another thing I got to talk about is our director, Tony Scott, who is the brother to Ridley Scott. Now, Tony Scott is no longer with us, unfortunately. I think he passed away maybe close to 10 years ago. And the thing was, I never liked him as a director. I feel like he never had the talent as his brother. You don't have to be just like your brother, have your own talent, of course, but it just seems like that almost anything that he's directed, except maybe 1 or 2 movies, I was never really thrilled of, honestly. Never really liked him that much as a director. The person who does get themselves killed has a daughter, which we didn't know about in the first one. And this daughter only shows up like maybe 3 scenes. She didn't even need to be in the movie, and the movie would not change. And then I got my final dislike is gotta be the last 30 minutes of this movie. It got very boring, and when you got to Act 3 and you got to your final action scene, the big gunplay, didn't really care for it. I was actually very bored with it. I felt like that the director could have done a lot more with what they did with the end. It was just like, okay, so this happens very quickly, and it's like, shit, really? That's it? My rating for this is going to go 2 out of 4 stars. Beverly Hills Cop 2. Is this a movie that you like? Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Do you like it, dislike it? Give me a comment down below. So thank you guys so much for watching another movie review. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, stay awesome.